Alright guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Top Line. It's your boy Chris. And man, hope everybody's having a great Sunday, man. Now this one is a surprise to me just because maybe it was more wishful thinking on my part or hopeful thinking because I actually like Armoni Brooks, but the Toronto Raptors have decided to cut Brooks. And I'm hedging that is mainly because of his 3-point shooting. He was a sniper. He was supposed to be that knockdown 3-point shooter, and it just wasn't falling. But to his defense, I mean, I felt like he picked up defensively, rebounding for as much as you're going to get from a guard like himself. But his 3-point shooting, it was 27% in the summer league, which is definitely not what you want. Like I say, I think, and this is just Chris, I think the summer league weighs hold a lot more weight than players realize. And the reason why I say that is because if you want to be on the roster, the main roster, you should be shining against your contemporaries, right? Or guys that are just fighting to get in the league. So it wasn't there for him. He had moments, but he didn't really have that breakout, knockdown shooting capability that you've seen before, which was his calling card. And I understand it. Just like I see some people are, not happy about the move. They're like, well, his rebounding was better. His shooting ability was better. I'm not shooting ability. His defensive was, defensively he was better. And all that's great, but it's like going to the store for ground beef and you end up getting turkey. It's like, turkey's good and it may be good for me, but I asked for beef. You know what I'm saying? So I think that kind of what happened here with Brooks. But also, I mean, his contract was guaranteed in August 1st, which is tomorrow. So I'm assuming that, maybe the Raptors like, nah, it's okay. It's all right. It's not worth guaranteeing his contract or whatever. I do believe he will be picked up expeditiously. I do think there's some teams out there that can use him. I do think that he is a viable player in this league. Just obviously the Raptors wasn't a good fit. I don't know if this is gonna be the last of their cuts but it does open up another spot. Maybe they have another spot in mind that they're looking at, or someone else they're looking at that could be more advantageous for the Toronto Raptors compared to what Brooks was. Again, this is a little sad one for me, man, because I did want Brooks on the team. I thought that he could be an asset. I thought that I honestly didn't even realize his 3-point shooting won but 27%. I actually thought it was a little higher. But apparently not. Apparently Masai and the team has decided to move forward. So you don't know where they're going to go from here. But as I've said before, man, the Raptors team is different. The culture is different, right? Like, you better be on when you got your moment. They're watching. See, you got some teams that won't even put their, it's summer league. Let's go out there, let's cool out summer, let's go kick it and giggle, laugh, kiki, ha ha, right? You got some teams like that. That's how they look at the summer league. You got some teams, a la the Toronto Raptors, they look at everything. And this is my opinion now. I think they look at everything, and they are diagnosing everything from the way you on the court, to the way you in the locker room, to the way you get along with players, to your mannerism, to your work ethic. See, now, do I know what Armoni Brooks been doing this offseason? No, I do not. But what I will say is, you want to believe that the young man had been in the gym. You want to believe that he was in there working, getting that shot back right. And you would want to see that in the summer league. That'd have been like proof that, okay, he realized the shooting wasn't what it once was. He gonna get back in there. But that wasn't the case. You didn't see it. If even time, because he averaged over 10 shots over 10 shots a game. If I want to say he averaged over 10, at least 10 threes a game. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I know he averaged over 10 shots per game in the summer league. And if that's the case, then you want to be able to maximize those opportunities. And shooting at 27%, yeah, that ain't it. So I don't know, but you know, hopefully, you know, this is a wake up call for him. Hey man, if you're a 3-point shooter, be a 3-point shooter. If that's your calling card, because yeah, the other things improve, and that's good. But do they make up for what you're not providing that you was actually brought in to provide, right? Does his defensive presence, his rebounding and stuff like that, which increased, which is better than expected, does that make up for you not being able to knock down the threes is what your calling card was? That's the big question here. Because I use this guy's example all the time, guys, just because, I mean, he hit the nail on the head, man. He said, I'm talking about Chris Boucher. As he stated, I'm willing to do the things that other players are not willing to do. Pretty much saying, I'm willing to do the dirty work. I'm willing to take the charge. I'm willing to do the hustle. I'm willing to scrap for the rebound. I'm willing to dive on the floor. I'm willing to do all of that, in addition to my scoring. See, the difference in that scenario is Chris Boucher is willing to do that in addition to still providing what you expect from him from an offensive standpoint. What you're getting with Armoni Brooks is, oh snap, wow, that's not good. What you're getting with Armoni Brooks is you're not getting what you want, but you're getting a couple other things. You know what I'm saying? So, and the Raptors decided, that's cool, but we need you for this, and you ain't giving us that. It's like going to Popeyes for some chicken, and they were like, man, we ain't got no chicken, but let me tell you about this macaroni and cheese and these biscuits. And this is good, though. And let's tell you about this Cajun rice, those mashed potatoes. That's cool, that's good, but dog, I came for the chicken. You know what I'm saying? I came for the 7-piece. Anyway, guys, just having fun. But the 7-piece, I don't even think they make such thing. But yeah, man. So I think that's what it boils down to. Brooks was doing other things, but what they signed him for, what they brought him in for, is not what he was giving them. And I think they realized that, you know, they're ready to take that next step. So playing around and BSing with players and not saying they're BSing with them, but if you ain't gonna do what you're supposed to be doing, bro, someone else need and want this spot. So, but I pay close attention, man, see what else is going on. With that being said, guys, man, make sure you hit that like button, make sure you hit that subscribe button, and until next time, man, you gotta be great.